For years, Zak Starkey, son of the legendary Ringo Starr, kept a safe distance from any idea of forming a Beatles kids supergroup. To him, stepping into a studio with the children of his father's iconic bandmates was a risky move, bound to be shadowed by expectations and comparisons, no matter how good the music turned out. But tides change, and so did Zak's perspective. Now, after teaming up with Sean Lennon and James McCartney, the sons of John and Paul respectively, Zak has finally broken that unspoken boundary. The trio have collaborated on a new track called Rip Off, and against all odds, the venture blossomed into something deeply rewarding. Zak revealed his transformation in thinking during a candid chat with the Sun's Bizarre column. In the past, he had dismissed the idea of a Beatles offspring project, convinced it would always be judged against a towering legacy. It felt like a setup for criticism, he reflected, something he had no interest in enduring. But the narrative began to shift when friendships took root. Over the last decade, Zak grew close to James, and over the past 5 years, he developed a strong bond with Sean. That personal connection laid the foundation for something new. What once seemed like a daft idea began to feel natural. It all started with Rip Off, a track Zak had been developing. As the trio stayed in touch, he decided to bring them on board. They were nervous at first, unsure if musical magic would strike, but their doubts vanished the moment they began to play. The chemistry, it turned out, was electric. What emerged was a song that surprised even Zak. The synergy was undeniable, and the performance exceeded all expectations. He was especially floored by James McCartney's vocal presence, describing it as so intense it nearly knocked him off his seat. And what about Donnie Harrison, George's son? No hard feelings. Zak assured that Donnie was nothing but supportive, fully understanding of the project, and busy with his own impressive solo work. Following the collaboration, Sean and James officially joined Zak's band Mantra of the Cosmos, a psychedelic supergroup that also features Andy Bell from Oasis and Happy Mondays members Shawn Ryder and Mark Berry. Their union marks a historic first. Never before have 3 children of the Beatles come together to create music, more than half a century after their fathers shaped rock history. But Zak's story doesn't end there. Before this Beatles-bonded venture, he had a long and tumultuous run as the drummer for The Who. Twice fired, his most recent departure came with a twist. According to Zak, the band urged him to pretend he had quit of his own accord. He declined. The fallout reportedly stemmed from a clash with frontman Roger Daltrey after Zak was accused of dropping 2 beats mid-performance. Zak, however, stood firm, claiming his timing was solid and that it was Daltrey who had stumbled. From walking in the shadow of legends to stepping boldly into the spotlight with his own voice, Zak Starkey's journey is one of evolution, friendship, and finally, fearless creativity.